I am on my way to Freshwater Beach, I think it's called, Holiday Park. I don't think it's going to be brilliant. From what I can see from Google Maps and zooming in and stuff, it doesn't look that inspiring, but the point of it was to see if I like doing this, to see if I like going away for the odd night somewhere. It'll have to be in a campsite because I am not capable of camping in a lay-by or next to a lake and doing something that I shouldn't be doing, because I know that I wouldn't sleep and I'll be on edge all night. So I am going to look for campsites that are near something, almost within walking distance if possible. And this is one of those, a campsite right on the beach. So, and this trip is a bit of a trial to see if I like going away for the odd night or two in some different locations than where I've been going for the last few weeks. So I'm heading there now. I will be doing a sunset shoot in this video, and next week's video will probably be the sunrise part, unless the sunset shoot is a washout and I get no content and no pictures, and then I may do it all in one video. We shall see, but we are heading there now. I am about 45 minutes away. The plan is to get set up, not going to do much, put the roof up, plug the van in, that's all I'm going to do, and then grab my gear and go for a wander and see if I can find some nice compositions and some nice spots along the coast of the beautiful county of Dorset. So let's go, and I'll see you when we arrive there. Bye bye for now. Right, everything is set up, the electricity's plugged in, kettle's on. We're on a pitch here right in the corner. There is a footpath that runs behind us. There is a bit of foot traffic that comes along in a gate here somewhere, but I'm sure as it gets later that won't be a problem. Behind us is the Southwest Coast Path on the Jurassic Coast. Near that is Freshwater Beach. Now, I think I mentioned before, it doesn't look like a very exciting beach, but the purpose of this trip is obviously to try and get a couple of nice images, but also just to see how I get on with doing this on my own and camping and stuff like that. Because there's only so much you can do from a drive from your house every morning or every week. So yeah, we're all set up. In about 20 minutes, I want to be off down to the beach, and hopefully gonna see a couple of compositions. I'll take some tonight and some tomorrow morning, and it all depends on the light and stuff like that. At the moment, the light is pretty heavy cloud. Hoping it's not going to rain, but it is a thick grey, plain, boring sky at the moment, and I don't expect that's going to change in the next 2 hours. Kettle's nearly boiled. I'm going to have a cup of tea, and then we'll be off and go and see what we can get. Okay, hello, welcome to West Bay, or to Freshwater Beach, more accurately. West Bay, I think, is a mile or two that way. I'm not exactly sure how far. Now, let me just turn you around. The sun is setting here. There is a tiny, tiny strip of light on the horizon. It's not going to make for a photo. Even like partially broken clouds would have been a little bit better. But, you know, I'm here now. The sun is rising in the morning that way. So I'm not sure if we get some nice clouds up here, looking at this water here, these rocks, it might be a photo there. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shot looking this way along the coast. Okay, and we've got some nice rocks at the bottom of the cliff, and then maybe 400 yards up there, these sheer cliffs, and we've got this water coming in. I'm going to do it quite quickly because I think the tide is on its way out. So let's have a look, see what we can get. There is no light, which is a shame, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. And to make matters worse, I've left my glasses in the van. So this is going to be interesting. Where's the button now? It's in portrait. Let's go full frame. We're on square crop still. Oh gee, this is a problem I'm going to have. Full. Okay. ISO 100. We're going to go to about f11, which gives us a shutter speed of around 1/18, which I'm not sure is going to be enough, or it's going to be too much. I want to go slower than that. So we're going to pop a couple of filters on. First filter that we're putting on is a polarizer, which may help. It's helping a little bit with the sun, so we can now come down. We're on 1/5, which still isn't as low as I want. So I'm putting an ND6 on. I've got the right one. And then I can bring the shutter down to about a second, hopefully. 1.6. So I'm going to focus, I'm going to flick to manual focus now. Where are we? Manual focus. I'm going to zoom in on these rocks. There we go. Yep, we've got a focus. Going to zoom in on these rocks. That looks good. Okay, we're not quite level though. So let's just adjust it a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. There. Let's have a look at this one. 2-second timer. I want to try and get it. It's going to be hard to judge with those waves coming up the rocks though. I think that'd be all right. That looks good. That looks better. Because now we've got, so we've still got focus on the rocks. It's a little bit dark on the rocks though. But I am exposing, I don't want to go too far because I don't want the sky to blow out. There is a little bit of contrast in the sky. I'm going to try one like this. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'm going to turn the camera off now because I'm going to set up one, take a little bit more time, and I'll show you. I'll come back to you in a second. I'm going to stop videoing. Similar settings, but I'm now going to try landscape. It's going to take me a few attempts because I want to judge that 2 seconds as soon as the water hits the rocks, and that window is going because the tide's going out. Not bad, not my best work, which I've yet to do. For those of you that have watched this channel for more than 1 week will know that. Here's the images. Right, I think I'm fighting a losing battle here. I've got all these waves coming in, crisscrossing with each other, and I'm trying to get something. And I think until I capture it, I'm not going to know what that something is. Let me show you it in a bit more detail, you'll see what I mean. Because you've got this river coming into the sea here, and at the same time the waves are coming in, which is making for all these different sort of waves brushing up onto the beach and that. So let me just persevere at this for a few more minutes. Okay, I might have one or two there that I'm going to look at in post. I will put my favourite up on the screen now. It's not going to be anything amazing, but it's something a little bit different. Here it is. Okay, we've got another shot here. These are the... Just do it with this hand. No, that's not going to help either. These cliffs here are the ones that are closest looking that way, but then just... Oh, it shouldn't be this difficult. Just there, the cliffs continue further down the coast. And they're shrouded in mist and fog and spray and, you know, just typical English sort of evening weather. And I'm going to put a 200mm on, and I'm going to see if I can isolate these misty mountains from here with some of the beach in the foreground. So let's see what that looks like. Oh my God. Tide's supposed to be going out. Every now and again there's a big wave that comes up to where we're standing, which is why my bag is over there in dry sand, so hopefully we haven't hit any water up there yet. Okay, this is going to go into portrait mode because I want to get the length of the... Here's another one. So we are looking at going probably all the way out to 200. 3/20th, let's take the ISO down a smidgen, maybe come out a little bit because I want to make sure, but I don't want to get that, I don't necessarily want to get that cliff on the right in. Are we level? We are level, okay. Right, so let me tell you what we've got. I've got 400th of a shutter speed, so that most of the water is in focus. I hope you can hear me okay. F5.6, ISO 1250, because I don't want to go below 5.6 and I don't really want to go below 400, so the only one thing left I can do. I don't need to worry about a 2-second timer, so I can get it when I like the waves. They're braking just a little bit too close to me. They're braking here, and I don't want them to break up there, so I'm going to move away a bit. I'm going to stop recording in case I have to run, and I'll be back. Okay, this video is released 2 months after today's date, which is the middle of October. So this gets released around Christmas time. It's because it's taken me that long to pick my favourite image, so I've just taken about 100. Thank you for bearing with me on this. Right, it's hard to get this on. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, welcome back to the dog's got good hearing. Welcome back to the coziness of the camper van. Let's get some privacy. Okay, so how did that go? light is always the challenge. I mean, the compositions are there today. I've got the nice water coming in, the rocks with the cliff in the background, the misty covered cliffs off in the distance with the waves crashing. Again, I don't know, I say this every week, I don't know what they're like, I haven't seen them on a computer yet. In camera they look good. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they turn out like, obviously. But yeah, light. Hopefully tomorrow morning. Let me, oh, my glasses at last I can see. Let me have a quick look at, so Tuesday morning, where I am now. Sunrise is 7:35, and we have not at sunrise, just after sunrise. It's going to be cloudy up until sunrise, and then the sun might break through after that. We might get lucky or I might get lucky at sunrise, but I'm not holding out much hope. So join me in next week's video to see how sunrise went here in Freshwater Beach near Bridport in Dorset on the Jurassic Coast. So far so good. I'm enjoying this campervan photography malarkey. So unless anything goes wrong with tomorrow's shoot, I reckon I'll be doing it again. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more toils and troubles from my photography trips as I learn this landscape and outdoor photography genre, and to join me on this adventure. The best thing you can do though is give me a thumbs up on the video. I would really appreciate that. But also tell me down below, if you're a photographer, what do you look for when there's no light? Do you take the same photos you would, or perhaps you just look for compositions and details where the light isn't as much of a you're not relying on the light as much, it's not as much as an important factor. So yeah, let me know down below suggestions for what I can look for when there's no light, because light seems to be the one thing that, notwithstanding waves and things like that, but light seems to be the biggest thing that you can't control. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in next week's video.